Hello, Nick here from Team A. We have the much awaited 2018 Ford Mustang. So this Mustang, a bit of a facelift. There's a few big differences. One of the most talked about things about this vehicle is the all new 10-speed automatic transmission. This one is automatic, so we'll get into that in just a second. But off the bat, it's still got the same 5-litre Coyote V8. The old outgoing model was producing 306 kilowatts. This one's up to 339, so about a 33 kilowatt increase. They managed to squeeze out of that. It is quite a big difference. It does feel a lot more lively, a little bit more agile, especially the automatic, just being able to flick through the gears a little bit faster, and it really has some legs on it too. As for the rest of the power figures, outgoing model 530 newton meters, new model here 556 newton meters, so about a 26 newton meter increase. And also the red line has moved its way up to 7,000 RPM. So taking a walk around, we've got the whole new front, so a wider, lower, slightly more aggressive look. I feel like seeing this vehicle in the flesh was a lot better than the photos that I was led to believe how it was going to look. Notably, just some small details on this one, like the pony. I'll talk about some more small details later. We've got a wee pony on the side of the headlights there. The tri-bar daytime running light is a daytime running light on this one, so a lot of people will be happy about that. We also pick up the bonnet vents, which are functional, the heat extractors. They do actually serve a function, but I'll try keep this as brief as possible. There's quite a bit that I want to show you. Alloy wheels, so we've optioned this Mustang with absolutely nothing. Our next demonstrator is going to have all the options, but for now we'll just take a wee walk around. The standard wheels are the same, 19-inch alloys, but to get a slightly faster 0 to 100 time and better track times, they've gone from the Pirellis to the Michelins, so a bit more of a stickier tyre. The Pilot Sport 4S, quite a well talked about tyre in the performance car world. Apart from that, the side is the same, brakes are the same, interior looks the same, but slightly different materials have been used throughout, so things like around the dash and just around the general plastics all are a lot softer. They're a lot more soft touch. The brushed metal is slightly different. The Mustang plaque is a little bit different. It's all a little bit softer. It's a bit nicer. It's lost that kind of plasticky feel and has a bit more of a premium feel throughout it. Still a little bit of room in the back. Move the seat forward. The seats at the back do look larger for some reason. Maybe that's just me, but hey, we've got the same illuminated silver Mustang plates there as well. Now around to the back, a few little differences here. See if you can pick them up. The tail lights have a bit of a chunk taken out of them, just a bit of a change, and there's a line across the middle of the plates there at the back. Rear bumper, the splitter is a little bit different, a bit more aggressive as well, and we now have quad tip exhaust from standard, and the system is active, so we can effectively change the sound, which I'll demonstrate for you shortly. So slightly different looking back, reversing sensors, reversing camera, all there. Still got the boot, still plenty of space, and it looks like we've got a shaker subwoofer that's been added in that the outgoing model also didn't pick up. Keyless entry and push button start still. Still got all the same good stuff in here that we had last time. Leather around the steering wheel is a little bit different. We've also picked up a few safety features. I might just turn this car around briefly, just so we can have a better look at the dash, rather than having the sun in the way. So just bear with me as we take a wee drive around the yard. So we've still got the 8-inch reversing camera on the touchscreen. Sync 3 returns again, which I'm sure everyone will be very happy about. Great system that is. Okay, so this might give us a little bit of a better look at the dash. So we've picked up some slightly different button layout on the steering wheel. Paddle shifters are still behind. We've got our controls here. Voice activation's moved to the side. We've got a back button now. Navigation can be controlled. We've got our phone Bluetooth. Some settings can be changed. Audio, and we've got the wee pony button, which I'll show you what that does in a second. That's probably my favourite button when sitting in here. Some more added features, more safety features. We've got adaptive cruise control. Great feature that. If you don't know what it does, you can have a look at one of my other videos. A quick rundown. You set your speed and the distance from the vehicle in front, and this vehicle will slow down and speed up to maintain that distance and speed where it can. Another feature, that safety feature has been added, is the lane departure warning and assist. That's located on the end of the indicator stick, like in a few of the other vehicles in the range. And then just again, just another wee change, engine start stop button, another different material on it, just little things. But I did want to show you the instrument cluster. So if I turn it on again, we now have this customizable 12-inch digital display. Each mode has a different layout. So as I scroll through the driving modes, so again the driving mode was that switch, airplane style switch on the dash there. So obviously we're in normal, flick it into sport, and we've got our rev limiter crawls up the side. Sport to racetrack changes it all completely. So now the rev counter is the main part of the dash with a wee speedometer down the side, so that's really giving you a focus on the revs there. We then got a drag strip mode, which is new. Just giving a quick read up about this. The vehicle doesn't let off the torque that's being made by the engine, so it's just giving you all out that power to lay down, and it also slightly adjusts the traction control and lets you set up launch control. Snow and wet takes us back to the normal mode, and here we are, land back in normal. Now you don't have to be in those modes to change that. So I'll just show you now. If we click the Mustang logo, it brings up my mode, so we can show status. So then we can have our driving mode, steering mode, or exhaust mode. We can choose to customize them. So maybe we like to drive in normal drive mode, but we like comfort or sport feel on the steering, and then maybe exhaust, we like the sport or the quiet sound. So you can change your mode, and then every time you jump in the car, you can have it there. Exhaust, here we have it. We can change them all manually here. They will change with the driving modes, of course, as well. And another feature they've added in is called Quiet Start. Now this is the Good Neighbor feature. So you can choose to start it quietly between set times. So just for example, set quiet time. So we can set it from 5 o'clock. Oh, if you're starting 5 o'clock in the morning. Whoops, just pressed the wrong button. And then say 7 o'clock at night. So if you're cruising home or you leave work early in the morning and you don't want to wake the neighbours, Ford's got you covered there. They've got you covered. Great feature. Track apps makes a return as well, a little bit easier to set out and use. As you can see on there, that all pops up too. Gauges as well, show gauges. Okay, let's choose what we want to look at. Air fuel ratio, inlet air temperature, and vacuum. So now if we go back to the main screen, still learning here, guys. Show gauges. So there's the gauges in the middle now. You can see the vacuum flying its way around. So you can choose what you want to look through the middle there, and of course you can turn it off like I had before. But if you notice, just little details as well. We've got the direction we're heading south, temperature on the other side 14. If you're streaming music off your phone on Bluetooth, again that will pop up in that bar at the top. Let's jump back in here. What else have we got to look at?